You made it past check-in. You survived that awkward elevator ride with 12 strangers and one crying toddler. You're finally in your cabin, ready to kick back, and then your phone buzzes. Please report to security. Yep, you just got summoned to the dreaded naughty room. Why? Probably something you packed without realizing it's now banned, like that white noise machine you swear helps you sleep, or the cute pineapple door sign you thought was just tropical flair. Cruise lines have been quietly updating their forbidden list, and 2025 brings some real curveballs. Miss just one of these, and you could lose your gear, or worse, your entire cruise. So let's walk through 11 brand new things you can't bring on a cruise ship anymore, starting with something that used to be totally fine. You'd think a tiny Bluetooth speaker playing spa music or a white noise machine helping you sleep would be harmless, right? Not anymore. Carnival has now banned both, completely. Even if you're just using it quietly in your cabin, it's a no-go. Why? Officially, they say it's so you won't miss emergency announcements. Unofficially, they're cracking down on the Lido Deck DJs who turn poolside into a surprise EDM party. And yes, white noise machines are also out. So if you're someone who needs ocean sounds to sleep, you're gonna need a plan B. Worth noting, Carnival started this policy, but other cruise lines may follow. So even if it's allowed on your current ship, don't be surprised if the rule changes by your next sailing. Here's the move. Bring headphones. Good ones. That way, you still get your chill time without a visit from security. There was a time when a few tech-savvy passengers thought they'd cracked the system. They brought their own Starlink satellites, set up private hotspots, and streamed Netflix on the Lido Deck like they owned the ship. Well, cruise lines caught on. Fast. Now, bringing your own Starlink device, or any kind of Wi-Fi extender, is a straight-up violation. Carnival, Royal Caribbean, you name it, they've all banned them. And while not every ship is scanning the skies, some vessels are equipped with tools to detect unauthorized wireless networks. If yours pops up on the radar, say goodbye. One passenger on a recent sailing had a $300 Starlink rig confiscated before they even unpacked. No refund. No mercy. Want to stay connected? Stick to the ship's Wi-Fi, even if it makes dial-up look fast. Or better yet, use it as an excuse to unplug. Instagram can wait. That frozen margarita melting on your lounger? Can't. Remember when walkie-talkies were the ultimate family cruise hack? Breaker, meet me at the soft serve machine. Or baby monitors to keep tabs while you snuck off for a pina colada 2 doors down? Well, not anymore. Many cruise lines like Norwegian and Royal Caribbean have quietly banned them. Turns out, even those tiny harmless devices can interfere with the ship's emergency communication systems. And that's not something they're willing to risk mid-ocean. Yes, even if your walkie says cruise compatible, security might still confiscate it. No warnings, no sympathy. Traveling with kids or a big group? Use the cruise line's app to message onboard. Or go low-tech with sticky notes and door knocks. Simple works, and it doesn't get confiscated. So you're thinking, let's save some cash. Bring a little wine on board. Smart move. Until you show up with a box of Merlot the size of a carry-on. Bad idea. While most cruise lines still let you bring one sealed bottle of wine per adult, boxed wine completely banned on many ships. Same goes for beer, liquor, and those sneaky hard seltzers. Especially if you're rolling in with a 12-pack. Why? It's partly a security issue. Those boxes are easy to hide stuff in, and partly because once it's open, there's no telling how much you'll drink or share. That's not exactly the family-friendly karaoke night vibe they're going for at sea. Want to sip something nice on your balcony? Stick to the rules. 1 bottle of wine, unopened, per adult. And yes, bring a corkscrew, just not the electric kind. For now, those are still allowed. Barely. You hang a cute little pineapple sign on your cabin door. Tropical, fun, totally harmless, right? Well, depends on which way it's facing. In cruise culture, an upside-down pineapple has become the unofficial signal for, let's say, extra-friendly socializing. And Carnival, for one, is done with the confusion. They've now banned pineapple-themed decorations. especially the upside-down kind, from cabin doors, balconies, and public areas. And no, telling security it's just a fruit won't get you off the hook. So here's the deal. If you love pineapples, great. Just keep them right side up. Or better yet, keep them at home unless you're ready for some very awkward hallway conversations. And yes, themed cruises exist where that symbol is welcomed, but your average family sailing, not one of them. You've heard it before. Cruise cabins barely have enough outlets to charge your phone, let alone your curling iron, smartwatch, tablet, and electric fan. So you pack a power strip. Smart, right? Well, not if it has regular AC outlets. Royal Caribbean and other lines now ban most power strips, especially the ones with traditional plug sockets, even the small, travel-size ones. Why? Fire risk. And also because too many people started turning their cabins into mini charging stations for half the floor. Even if your power strip doesn't have surge protection, it can still get flagged and confiscated at check-in. What's allowed? USB-only hubs. Just make sure it doesn't have a hidden AC plug hiding on the side. That sneaky little socket might cost you your whole setup. You've seen those epic drone shots, the ship slicing through turquoise water, sunset glowing behind it. It's cinematic gold. So you pack your drone, dreaming of your viral travel video. Bad move. Most major cruise lines, like Norwegian and Carnival, have now banned drones altogether. Not just flying them, bringing them. Norwegian, for example, won't even let you carry one on board, even if you promise it'll stay zipped up in your suitcase the whole time. A few lines might allow drones in checked luggage, but only for use at port, and only if the local laws allow it. Spoiler, many ports don't. One passenger even got detained after launching his drone near a restricted zone. Not exactly the highlight of his trip. Best bet? Leave the drone at home and use your phone. Less paperwork, fewer problems, and no unexpected visit to the harbor police. We get it. You imagined yourself lounging in the pool on a giant inflatable flamingo, drink in hand, sunglasses on, living your best vacation life. But cruise ships? Not so into that vibe. Most lines now ban all personal pool floats, including those adorable noodles and inflatable animals, even for kids. The reason? Safety. Lifeguards need clear visibility, and a floating unicorn tends to block the view and the swim lane. Bring one anyway, and it won't make it past the pool deck. At best, you'll be politely asked to put it away. At worst, it ends up in the trash, or worse, sailing off the side of the ship without you. What's allowed? Life jackets, and most ships provide them for free. So save your pool float dreams for your backyard or the hotel after the cruise. On board, it's float-free fun only. You slather on sunscreen, grab your snorkel gear, and head out for that dreamy beach day in the Virgin Islands. But when you try to check in for the excursion, surprise, you're turned away. That actually happened to a guest on a recent sailing. Her sunscreen had oxybenzone, perfectly legal back home, but banned at the beach she was heading to. No reef-safe label, no tour, no refund. More and more ports like Hawaii, the US Virgin Islands, and parts of Mexico are banning sunscreens with chemicals that harm coral reefs. Cruise lines won't confiscate them, but that little bottle could end up ruining your shore day. Do yourself and the ocean a favor. Pack a reef-safe sunscreen. It's better for the planet, better for your skin, and one less reason to get pulled aside by a tour guide holding a checklist and a frown. You're chilling on deck 5 with friends, playing a friendly game of poker. Someone tosses a $20 on the table, someone else raises. Just some harmless fun, right? Not according to cruise security. Most cruise lines strictly ban real money gambling outside the casino. That means no poker cash games in the cafe, no domino bets on the pool deck, no blackjack in your cabin. Even casual games with just a few bucks can get flagged fast. One group on a recent sailing got a warning after their friendly domino match got a little too heated. Let's just say, money was on the line, and the friendship nearly went overboard. And it's not just about keeping the peace. Cruise ships operate under strict international gambling laws, and they're not looking to get in trouble because Uncle Steve wanted to raise the stakes. Want to play for real? Hit the casino, It's air-conditioned, well-regulated, and if you lose your money, at least you'll lose it in style. Here's a policy that surprised a lot of travelers, but it's not universal. This one's specific to some UK-based cruise lines, operators like P&O and Fred. Olsen now requests that passengers bringing their own wheelchairs book an accessible cabin. If you don't, in exceptional cases, guests have reportedly been delayed or even denied boarding, especially if the crew determines the cabin setup could pose a safety risk during emergencies. Why the rule? It's about ensuring the ship can safely assist all passengers if something goes wrong. Standard cabins just aren't designed for mobility devices, even compact, foldable ones. Important note, this policy isn't yet widespread, but it's a reminder worth repeating. If you use a wheelchair, always check with the cruise line before booking. One quick call can save you hours of stress at the pier. So there you have it, 11 brand new things you can't bring on a cruise ship in 2025. Some might seem small or silly, but the consequences? Real. We're talking lost gear, denied boarding, and in a few unlucky cases, missing the vacation entirely. But here's the good news. With just a little prep, you can avoid all of it. So double-check your suitcase, swap that speaker for earbuds, and leave the flamingo float at home. The ocean's calling, and it wants you stress-free. Got a story of someone who almost got kicked off for bringing something weird on board? Or maybe it happened to you? Drop it in the comments. We've all got one. And if this video saved you from a security headache, do us a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe for more cruise tips, and share this with a friend who definitely packs too much. See you on deck.